watching. Now on this week's video tutorial I have another techniques video for you. Now you may have seen last year I created a tutorial where I showed you how to add fondant ruffles onto your cakes. Now so many of you asked for a similar kind of video but using buttercream. So in this week's video tutorial I'm going to show you how to create 3 different styles of ruffles on the side of your cake using buttercream, including this one with these pretty vertical ruffles. Okay, let's get started. Now for my cake and my ruffles, I'm going to be using a batch of American buttercream. Now if you do want my buttercream recipe, I will put a link in the description below. I'm going to be using this to first of all cover my cake. So I've got a 5-inch sponge cake and I'm going to be adding a crumb coat around the outside just to lock in any of those loose crumbs. Once that cake has been smoothed down, I'm then going to pop it in the fridge for that buttercream to firm up between my layers and around the edge. Now I do also have a video tutorial showing how I cover my cakes in buttercream, so if you want to see in more detail how I get to this stage, then I will leave the link in the description below. Now I've taken my cake out of the fridge and that buttercream has firmed up between my layers and on that crumb coat around the outside. Now I'm going to add a really thin layer of buttercream onto my cake so there's something for those buttercream ruffles to cling onto. If we were to add our ruffles straight onto the chilled cake, what can happen is those ruffles can just fall off. Now for my ruffle techniques, I'm not going to be going over the top of my cake, so I'm going to make sure the top is nice and smooth. Okay, so for my first ruffles, these are going to look like little ribbons across the whole of the cake. So I'm using the 104 piping tip, and this one just has a teardrop shape where it's wider at the bottom and comes into a point. Now this one measures around 1 centimeter in height. So I'm going to trim off the end of my piping bag, pop my piping bag into a glass just to make it easier for me to fill with buttercream. Starting at the bottom of my cake, and I've just got my cake on a turntable, I'm going to hold the wider part against the cake, apply pressure, and as the buttercream comes out, I'm going to move the piping bag, just going backwards and forwards, creating a pretty ruffle effect. So it looks like ribbons running across the cake. Just trying to fill in any of those gaps. Now I stopped applying pressure and just pulled away, so I'm going to continue in that area, going backwards and forwards, allowing that buttercream to fall into those gaps. So I'm going to continue around the whole of the cake, doing small areas at a time so that I can tighten that piping bag as I go. For this effect, you want to keep the ruffles quite random, different lengths and going in different directions, but all the while just keeping that piping bag against the side of your cake so those ruffles are sticking. Along that top edge, fill that in with any additional ruffles just to neaten that up. So there we have the first ruffle effect, and as you can see the whole cake has been covered in these little ribbons that look like they're going in lots of different directions. Okay, so for the second ruffle effect on my cake, I'm going to be using another one of the rose petal tips, and this one has again the same teardrop shape. This is the 124, so it's slightly bigger than the 104 that I used for the first one. This one I'm going to create an effect that runs around the whole of the cake, a little bit like a frilly skirt. So I've got my piping bag with my 124 piping tip, and I'm going to hold my piping tip so that the point is at the bottom and we've got the wider part at the top. Now I'm going to be starting from the bottom and each row is going to overlap. Start by holding my piping bag at the bottom of my cake and just tilting it forward slightly so that wider part is connecting to the cake. If you just pull the piping bag around, you're going to get quite a straight ruffle. To make it more of a ruffle effect, I'm going to go backwards and forwards, just tilting my piping bag, but trying to stay in as much of a straight line as I can. Just pulling up and down, and as it drops, we're getting this ruffled effect. Now, it's quite a lot of pressure on your hands, so if you have to stop, just join that back on. The great thing about this effect is you can switch it up, so you could start at the top and have each row coming down, so it will just give you a slightly different effect. Now for the second one, you want to do exactly the same thing, but just come up slightly so you're covering the top of the previous ruffle. So I'm going to work my way all the way up the cake. Now I really hope you're enjoying the video. If you are, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you want to see more video tutorials like this, you can subscribe to the Cakes by Names YouTube channel. So just hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button, as this will just alert you every time I upload a new video. When I get to the top row, I'm just running those ruffles along that top edge. So there we have these pretty ruffles that run all the way around the cake in different rows, just overlapping each other. Now for my third ruffle, these are going to go vertically up the cake from the bottom to the top. Now you can use either the 104 or the 124. The only difference will be is how far your ruffle comes out from the side of your cake. So I'm going to be using the 104 as it's slightly smaller and requires a little bit less buttercream. The same as the other two, I've got my cake that has a thin layer of fresh buttercream so that my ruffles will stick. Now I'm going to start by using my metal scraping tool, and these ones are going to go vertically up the cake. So I want to make sure that my first row of ruffles is straight. Push a line so that I've got something to follow. Now I've got my piping bag with my piping tip, and with the wider piece of my piping tip against the cake, I'm going to hold my piping bag vertically, and I'm going to bring that up, making sure that that piping tip is pushing against my cake so those ruffles are going to stick. When I get to the top, I'm going to stop applying pressure and just pull into the cake just to give me a nice finish. Now with these ones, it's all about speed, so you want to go straight up, but the quicker you go, the straighter the line is going to be. So if you take your time and allow a lot of that buttercream to come out, you're going to get more of a wave. Now if there are any gaps between your ruffles, because your cake underneath is exactly the same color, you're not going to notice them. And for the last ones, I'm just going to squeeze that piping bag into that gap. On the top, if you do have any edges, you can just use your offset spatula. Carefully just bring those onto the cake, flatten those down. And then we have our vertical ruffles all the way around our cake. So here we have 3 different buttercream ruffle techniques that you can create using the same rose petal piping tips. I really hope you've enjoyed this video tutorial. Please let me know in the comments below which one is your favorite and which one do you want to use on your own cakes. If you have enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, then don't forget you can subscribe to the Cakes by Names YouTube channel. Now if you want to know where you can get any of the tools, I will put a list to all the tools that I've used in today's video in the description below the video. So until next time, bye!